Hi everyone, welcome to Crafting with Giulia. I'm Giulia and I'm so glad you tuned in today. If you enjoy my video, please hit the like button and leave me a comment. I love to get feedback from my viewers. Also, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so you can be notified of all my newly released videos. Also, feel free to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I invite you to join my Facebook group called Crafting with Giulia's Creative Community, where you can be part of my crafting family. All of those links are in the description below this video. This video is part of Love is in the Air DIY challenge hosted by Mama Can Make It, The Rusted Willow, 6 Kids in a Glue Gun, Crafty Cove, and Spotlight Crafter, Southern Gmore Gals. I have 4 Valentine DIYs for you today, so let's get started. So I am going to transform this vase into a Valentine Day vase. So I am going to use some Armor Etch. This is glass etching cream. So what you do is you just make a stencil and we're going to put it on the glass, and then we're just going to put this cream on it and let it stand for about 5 minutes, and the glass will be etched. So I went ahead on my Cricut and I cut out this design in vinyl. So now we're just going to peel off the transfer tape and I'm going to lay it down on the vase. So I'm using these weights so that the vase doesn't move. It's very important that I get it straight. So I'm just going to lay this down on the vase. Make sure it's straight. Now it's very, very important that there are no bubbles because the etching cream will seep through that. So you want to make sure it's really tight against the glass. So I'm going to take my scraper here and we're just going to make sure that that happens. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So put that straight. I'm going to peel off the transfer tape. Okay, now I am going to put gloves on. And I'm going to pour a little into this cup. And you want to put a generous amount on. You want to go back and forth and up and down. Make sure that all the etching cream seeps onto the glass. Okay, so we're just going to load the brush and put it on. Nice thick layer going up and down, going this way, going this way. Okay, you want to go up and down, right to left. Make sure there's a nice layer on there. Okay, so now I'm just going to leave this layer on for about 5 minutes, and then I'm just going to wash it off with plain water, and we'll see how it comes out. Okay, so I let it sit for 5 minutes and I washed it all off. And now let's peel the stencil off and see how it comes out. Oh, I think that looks great. Oh, look how great that looks. Awesome. There, you can see that much better. Okay, see how that came out? So now I have a Valentine vase, all ready for hubby to send me roses for Valentine's Day. We are going to do a reverse etching now. So I am using a plain old pickle jar. I cleaned it nice. I go over it with alcohol to get all the grease and residue off. And so again, I went on my Cricut and I cut these out in vinyl. These are my hearts that I'm going to put around the jar. So I am going to take the transfer tape, peel the backing off, and I'm going to place them on the jar. So I have 4 sets, and I'm just going to place one here. Okay, now I'm going to spray the jar with this Krylon frosted glass. So after I sprayed it with the frosted glass, I gave it a spray of this Krylon glitter blast. It's in the diamond dust, so it gives it that little sparkle. So now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to remove all the hearts, and it's going to be a reverse etching. So let's try to take this off as cleanly as possible. And as you can see, we have a clear glass. So I'm going to go ahead and remove all the other hearts. Okay, all the hearts are off. That's what it looks like. If you can see that. Okay, and now we're going to make a little handle. So I'm going to take this decorative wire that I got from Dollar Tree, and I am going to make a wire handle. I'm going to make two little houses. One is going to be white and one is going to be red. So I am using acrylic paint, Folk Art, and the color is Wicker White. So my houses are painted, and I cut these out with my Cricut in vinyl. So now I am just going to transfer them onto the house. I'm going to put the red one on the white house. And the white one goes on the red house. Okay, and then I cut these little hearts out with my Cricut also in felt, red felt and white felt. And now I am just going to use some twine and wrap it around. So because I didn't have wood long enough, I put two pieces together. So I'm going to try to hide that seam with the twine. So I'm just going to wrap it around a couple of times. So I want this piece to be long like that. Okay, so that one I'm just going to glue right there. So I'm going to glue one here and one here. Using this heart pattern, I traced out 4 hearts. Now I am going to sew them all the way around, leaving a little bit to stuff it with. But I am not going to turn it right side out. I am just going to cut them and then throw them in the washer and dryer so that I get a frayed edge, and then I will stuff them. So I'm just cutting a little beyond the sew line. And then that's going to give me a nice shabby fringe after I take it out of the washer and I run it through the dryer. Okay, so I took my hearts out of the dryer, and this is how they look. They have a fringed edge, and I cut off all the long pieces like this. Needs to be cut. See those long pieces? I just cut those off. And you get a nice little frayed edge, and I have my opening somewhere. I'll find it, and that's where I'm going to stuff it. But before I stuff it, I want to stamp it. So I'm going to use this cute little stamp here. Just my type. So I'm going to put it on my little stamping block, and we are going to put that there, and I'll put that right up top. And maybe these around. Maybe I'll do that there. No, I'll do that right on top. Okay, so I am going to ink up my stamp. And make sure I pull it up, and there's my image. And now I'm going to ink up the words. You're just my type. So that's one. Then I'm going to use this. This is Live, Laugh, Love by Stampendous. I'm sorry, Stampabilities. Maybe I'll put those around. No, I think I'll leave it like that. Okay, and then this is called Loads of Love, and this is by Unity Stamp. So I'm going to use that with the little saying there. So let's put that on there. Again, I'm going to ink up my stamp. Okay, and lastly, I am going to be using this stamp. It's a background stamp from Studio 490. And it's a whole background stamp, so I am going to ink up this whole thing. first I want to protect my surface because it's going to overlap. So I'm going to put that on there like that. And okay, let's ink up this stamp. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Doesn't that look cool? Okay, so now I am going to stuff them with some polyfill, and I'm going to close them up just with a little glue. So here they are all stuffed. Aren't they cute? They're adorable. So you can use them as little bowl fillers or just put them out as decorations. I think they're so adorable. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again real soon. Happy crafting!